Let me talk about the disconnect. Here's what I mean by that. And many of you have heard this, so I don't have to go into it in great detail. Some law firms, their economic model demands what some might see as inefficiency. Too many lawyers doing too many things at the same time when one lawyer or two lawyers might be able to accomplish it. That's improper utilization. I have seen so many attorneys, and I experienced this for myself. When I was a chief operating officer for a company and a general counsel, reading a bill, saying to myself, why are there so many lawyers doing these things? We don't need them. I thought these people were good at this. Obviously, there are other firms that are incredibly efficient. So that economic model for some law firms is an issue. The other thing is the concentration on rate. Now, here's what I mean by that. There are many law firms, and to me, improperly, many companies that are so concentrated on rate and rate analysis that they leave out the most important part of the equation, which is the rate is meaningless if you have too many people multiplying that rate per task. So, for example, when I was a chief operating officer, I remember I used an employment firm where I could call up the partner, who was a great guy, and I could ask him a question and he could give me a good answer in about 10 or 15 minutes. Contrast that with the situation with another firm where they would not have that inherent knowledge, and you might get 2 or 3 lawyers with research memoranda and so on. I think you understand. Rate for the second law firm was really not a great indication of what the total cost would be of the opinion that I was seeking. I believe that you need to talk about both. What is the rate and how efficient is the firm? Here's another problem. I've seen many companies that have unclear billing guidelines and inconsistent compliance. Billing guidelines that are not clear are a problem. Let me explain. For the firms that have great billing judgment, they probably would give you fair bills even if you had no billing guidelines. Then there were the firms that really need some great guidelines and they need a nudge every once in a while. And then there were the firms that are always having a problem at the other end of the spectrum. Therefore, that's the issue that I think is really an important one to emphasize beyond the other two.